I'm going to show you our plants here one more time, and then we're going to put them in some bigger pots. So if you notice on the top, look at, even the leaves are getting bigger now. So they're growing really fast. And in our bag, our poppy seeds, look at them go. We'll open up our little seeds too. But we're going to put these in some pots and see what happens with our experiment. Okay, hold on. You guys, remember I showed you my daughter also did an experiment? Look at hers. Hers didn't grow. She doesn't have any plants coming up in her dirt. So our science experiment worked better than Amber's did. All right, we're going to finish up our science experiment with our seeds. So I moved everything out here so that we can put things in bigger pots. So you can see our bean plant grew outside of the bag. Look how big it is. Our pot, we need a bigger pot for that bean plant. It's getting so big. And the bags are full with the poppies. And we're going to open up our seeds and check those. But I got some pots out here. And I have this other plastic container, and it actually came from an ice cream place. And we're going to try putting some of our little poppy seeds in there. All right, so we have our pots and we have our dirt ready. We're just going to open up our seed bags that have sprouted, and we're going to try planting them in a few different ways and put our bean plants in a bigger pot. All right. All right, and there's our seeds, and they may have started to dry up a little, but we're going to try putting them in the dirt and see what happens. And those are our pots. I'm going to try and show you how we're going to put everything into pots. Just going to move this to the side a little bit. So I'm thinking this pot will be a good size for the bean plants. So I already have dirt in here. We're going to take these out of the bag. I'm going to put it up here so I can kind of just slide it all out. Look at it, all came out in one big clump of dirt. We're going to put this down in here. All right, and we just have to add more dirt to this, kind of pack it down in here. They've had the bag to kind of hold them up, so we're going to pack down the dirt. A little bit more. We're going to see what happens. All right, and what do we need? We put the plants into the soil, and I need to get the watering can. All right, so here's the watering can, and we're going to give them some water. And we'll see what happens. Move this one over here. And I have another pot, and I'm going to take these out of this little pot and put them into this pot. So I have some dirt in here. I just have to make a little bit of a hole. We're going to try and slide those plants out. Dig down into the dirt. Slide them out. Put them down into the dirt. Pack them in there. Let's see if that little one will pop up yet. I'm going to add just a little more dirt. The soil, good soil, will help them grow. Let's give them a little bit more water. All right. They grew too big for that pot. So we have our beans done in 2 big pots, and I'm going to show you everything in a minute. And then I'm going to use this ice cream container. It was all different kinds of ice cream in here. So we're going to try putting some of these poppy seeds in here. So I'm not sure that this is going to work, but since they all sprouted so good, let's see what happens. We're going to scrape the sprouts off of the paper towel. I'm kind of just letting them land in the dirt. They actually are sticking to the paper towel a little bit. You can see them on my knife, so I'm just going to Slide them off. So I don't know if me scraping these off is gonna ruin the sprouts or not, but they're not gonna grow in the paper towel. So that was part of our experiment so we could see them. We're gonna put a little bit of fresh dirt over top. So I did four of these little compartments here. And then in the other two at the end, we're going to put our bean seeds. So I've got one with the green sprout on top. I'm going to show you in a second. And sprout down. Whoop. Put this sprout. So the green sprout is sticking out a little bit. You can see the little bit of a sprout. We're trying to put the roots. So if you can see this. Trying to put the roots down into the ground. This is the part of the plant that's growing right now. So we're going to put that into the ground. Same with this one. Put the roots down into the dirt. And it's an experiment. All right, we need to put a little bit more dirt on there. All right, so we'll see if those roots, again, this is something different we're trying, see if those roots take hold in the dirt and if they start to grow bigger, if they continue growing. Because they kind of just sprouted so far, and then we're going to water all of this. And the reason we thought this might be a good container to try is because it has a cover and it's clear, so the sunlight will shine through it. It's like a little mini greenhouse. So I think we're going to maybe just poke a couple holes in here, but we're going to try and see if this ice cream container can work as a greenhouse. Another experiment, all right? And then the last thing I'm going to do, and I need to find another pot, is get our poppies out and put them into another pot and see how big they grow. So let's get another pot out. I found this little planting, a whole bunch of little pots all connected together. We're going to try that for our poppies. So this little pot that really filled up, we're going to put that in here. So I got this. And then we're going to take these ones out of the bag. I am making a big mess in my kitchen. Normally I would do this outside. And let me show you. So here it's out of the bag. I have this little pan with some dirt in. I'm going to break it up in little sections. We're going to put it in these pots with dirt to make room for them. Making room in these little pots. I'm going to show you in just a second when I get them all in here. All right, and I know you guys know what they need. Okay, so I fixed my camera so you can see better, and I'm going to hold this up. So our poppies are all transplanted. That's our word for the day, transplant. So we moved our seeds from whatever their original container was, either the bag or the little pot, and put it into a new home, all right? A bigger pot. So our poppies and our 2 bean plants are all planted. And then we tried our little seeds that sprouted in here. So we'll see. I'm going to put them back in the windowsill so they can get more sunlight. And we'll keep watering and checking them. See what happens, all right?